All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Up and In Show. We are here at Cards and Culture in Perkins Row on the Purple Couch. I'm with my guy, Greg Brooks of LSU Football. I appreciate you being here, my guy.
Appreciate you having me. It's an honor.
Last, was it off day before fall camp?
Last off day. So I got to make the most of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do everything today.
You're about to strap it in. Strap it in. Last off day, what you got on the last off day for?
I'm going to kick it with my girlfriend all day.
That's it.
We just going to go out to eat, all sorts of stuff. Was going to go to Blue Bayou, something to, take mind off stuff. But they closed on Tuesday, so we're going to figure some other stuff out.
Yeah, maybe stay inside and relax a little bit before being outside. All right, well, usually I let everybody kind of introduce himself for a little minute just to kind of, put themselves out there. Obviously, I see you a certain way, but I like to let everybody introduce themselves. So why don't you give our guests a little intro of who you are in a quick minute.
Well, like you said, Greg Brooks here, safety for LSU. From New Orleans, Louisiana, the West Bank, the west side of the river. Played 3 years at Arkansas. Decided to transfer after my third year. Came back home, and I never looked back from the opportunity. I'm forever grateful for it. And yeah, that's really it.
I love it. I can't wait to dive in because that was one of the first things that stuck out to me. And Joe's a college football guy, and so he gave me a little background on your recruiting story. But why not LSU out of high school?
Well, out of high school, a lot of people thought I was too small to play in the SEC. Yeah. So Arkansas gave me the chance to play in the SEC, and I wouldn't say I proved everybody wrong, but I proved myself right.
Yeah,
I do belong here and stuff like that. So with those 3 years going by, showing that, it helped me out a lot, and I proved myself right.
I love that. So was that a little chip on your shoulder when you got there? I'm sure, right?
Oh, most definitely. Obviously any Louisiana kid wants to come out to LSU out of high school, but things just didn't go that way, and God made a way for me to come back.
That's the way it goes. I'm telling you, the way that things roll out is the way they're supposed to. So, and especially with the transfer portal and the way that things are changing, it was probably a great opportunity for you to go there, mature a little bit, get a little taste of the SEC, and then come back here to LSU, come back to your home. So talk to me about what that experience was like when the opportunity came to come back to LSU.
Man, it was fire, you know what I'm saying? So the day I entered the portal, LSU was the first school that called me off.
That's wild.
First school. Man, I'm on the phone with Coach Sloan, and 20 other schools just keep calling my phone.
While you're on the phone?
While I'm on the phone, Coach, I gotta decline the call. I'm sorry. Whoop-de-whoop. So boom, they called me, and I was in my mind, I kind of knew man, I just want to go to LSU. But then Texas, him calling me, and Texas with the NIL space.
There's some money out there.
With that, then after Texas it was USC. So now I'm which one do I want to do? Do I want to go to Southern California, live in Los Angeles? Do I want to go to Texas and Austin? Austin's a fun place to be at.
I love Austin.
And then do I want to stay home? So I came on a visit. So this is how I set up. I came on a visit on a Thursday. I was going to go from LSU on Thursday to Texas on Friday on a private jet to Los Angeles on that Saturday. So it was going to be 3 days.
That's a nice lineup right there.
Man, I came to LSU. I ain't never get on a plane after that.
Let's go, for real?
Yeah.
You were I saw what I needed to see. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. I love that. That's my recruiting story, too. How crazy is that? Mm-hmm. I grew up in Jersey. Mm-hmm. Same thing. And I didn't even have a visit planned to LSU. I was supposed to go Bama and then go to Vanderbilt. And then in between, LSU made me come on a Thursday. And I committed on the spot. Didn't even go to Vanderbilt.
Facts.
I love that.
Man, that's fire.
Yeah,
it was
when you know, you know.
About it. Yeah, when you know, like you said, when you know. And that's how I felt. I feel like that was the best decision.
I love it. Didn't even get on the PJ after that to Texas?
Nah, And
I might have went for the ride.
When I committed to LSU, the coach from Texas called my dad phone. We still want him. Yeah. Just get him on the jet. He ain't going to leave if you get him on the jet.
And he goes, I know. That's why. We already committed. We're good. He's not getting on the jet. That's awesome, man. I love hearing that. All right, so you said you mentioned your pops a little bit. So what's your upbringing? Anybody in your family play sports? Was this something that you knew you wanted to do your whole life, be a football player?
My dad actually made it to the NFL.
Let's go.
Played 5 years in the NFL. But I didn't really I played football when I was 4, 5, and 6. Quit. I didn't play football again until my 9th grade year of high school.
Okay.
So all middle school, 10, 11, I never played football. I was one of them baseball kids, travel ball kids.
Let's go.
I loved it.
You were a baseball player.
Yeah. Then it hit me man, I could be better than my dad. Because, baseball, I was the most athletic kid on the field. Yeah. I played center field, so I was man, I could do this football stuff. So, But one thing I wouldn't say I regret, I should have never quit baseball going into high school.
Yeah, played both.
Yeah, I should have played both. But Yeah, that's how it went down.
That's pretty pin, man. I love that. So where'd your dad play? Did you remember him playing when you were growing up? Was he playing when you were a kid, or how'd that go?
Yeah, so he played in Cincinnati.
Okay, cool.
For Hurricane Katrina, we went and stayed out there.
That's
I
cool.
finally got to see him play in person for the first time. But it
That's
was
cool.
fire.
That is.
Yeah, and he always lecturing me and telling me like what to do, what not to do, and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
that's awesome. That's good that you got some guidance. My parents didn't play too many sports growing up. Luckily, I had some people that came in, helped out, and gave me that guidance. But that's a huge thing growing up, being able to just have somebody to kind of like guide that path and everything for you. So
Facts. Yeah, it was fire. Once he and I think football even brought us even like more closer to each other, cause like made us relate to each other even in like a deeper way. And like, man, it just took off from there.
Yeah, and watch how your guys' relationship is going to even mature even more too as you start playing at higher levels, right? And your conversations get deeper and more intense. You're probably going to start developing it as a man. He's going to have more conversations like that with you too. So
most definitely,
that's super dope.
Most definitely.
I love it. All right, so let's talk about. We talked about the NIL a little bit because that makes a factor in your decision. Talk to me what that experience is like, because I didn't get that experience as a college athlete. It's a totally different landscape right now in college sports. Probably even different being an LSU athlete, like we were talking before we flipped this on. So talk to me about the NIL, any cool deals you've done, and how that's affecting you as a college student.
One good deal I have is with Gordon. Obviously,
Gordon, baby.
Gordon is the king of Baton Rouge with the NIL space.
Yes.
But besides that, I have like few deals within LSU and stuff like that with the collective and stuff like that. But also, I feel like NIL is like taking like a toll on college sports.
Okay.
With the freshmen coming into college.
Okay.
Like freshmen asking for $500,000.
I know.
Like, come on now, you didn't even play yet.
Exactly.
And you come and asking for $500,000. So it's like, I feel like NIL, there should be like a system in place. Okay, we'll give you $25,000 the first, but after that, like you gotta earn what you getting. And I feel like that's the best way to do it. Cause like if you give $100,000 to a 17-year-old kid, you're gonna think he already made it.
Exactly.
So it's like, I feel like they should earn it each and every year.
Yeah.
Like bigger and better. Because like once you earn, you're gonna see like, okay, I can really do it, and I'm getting what I deserve, not just coming out of high school and you just like
it's handed to you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like make kids not want to work hard.
Exactly.
Well, that's how I feel about it with that part.
Right. It's almost like they made it already. We're like, we good. I got some money in my pocket. So you got to create some escalators so that way next year, if you made 25 your first year and make 50 next year, you got to do this, this, and this.
Right.
No, I agree. That's definitely what's got to be there. I think there's so much entitlement with kids too because they've been gassed up the whole time through recruiting and all that.
Like man, like they feel like they're the man already.
Exactly.
But they didn't do anything yet.
Exactly.
They got like 10 other players that's killing on the college level. But you didn't even do nothing yet, and you come in and get 300 kids. Like, some of the numbers you see, like, damn.
Yeah. And it's crazy because the coaches probably did tell them that shit, but they told 10 other dudes that too. You know what I'm saying? It's
that's another thing, too.
Yeah.
And it's like, then they'll feel some type of way when they ain't get what they was said. So it's like, it's kind of like a bond in between everything. So.
Yeah. It's a wild, wild west right now with like the NIL and all that stuff. And like, I feel bad for the coaches a little bit too because they're in a weird position where they have to do that stuff a little bit just to get this kid on campus to see if they can, you gotta
promise a kid $25,000 just to get on campus.
Right? It's crazy.
So like the situation at Texas last year where, Quinn Ewers was supposed to be the starter, but there was a battle with Hudson Card, and then the boosters kind of got involved and said, we have all this money in Quinn, he's got to start. Like, is that something that we see more often than gets bled out?
I honestly don't know about that part, but I could see that playing a part of, like, we have all this money invested in somebody, so make them play. I could see that playing a part. That's like the NFL.
I was just going to say, that's real Major League Sports right there.
Yeah, like you're not going to play a guy that you paying $2 million over a guy that you paying $30 million to.
Exactly.
So
like, shit, we gave him this money, he better go.
So that could really be a possible factor right there.
Wow. It gets kind of dicey though when we were saying like boosters are knocking on the door being like, hey man, you told me to pay this dude and I don't even see him on the field. My business is like representing him and he's not even on the field. So that's the way I'm thinking about it, right? Like, because these coaches got to raise money. They go to businesses or owners or boosters and stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, most
Wow.
definitely. Yeah.
That's a wild world.
Yeah, it is a wild world.
Well, talk to me a little bit about money management at your age, right? So, like, how does that work? Do they has LSU set up anybody to help you, like, with finances and things like that, to understand taxes and all that kind of stuff?
Most definitely, we have a person that comes in and talks to us. You're like, you got to put this amount aside.
Good, yeah.
To make sure, that's just the minimum state that you have to
Exactly.
pay. So make
Yeah.
sure you put this amount aside.
Yeah.
But I like to make sure, man, I put up half of it as soon as I get it, spend 20%, and
Yeah.
everything else going to like rent and stuff
I
like
love
that.
it. Yeah.
But like, because you can never fall. You gotta save this money for a rainy day.
Absolutely, bro.
Man,
You're always gonna need
all
it
this
somewhere.
a blessing. You're gonna always need it. It's gonna
Yep.
come, like, whether it's your family gonna have to need something, or you gonna be in a bind. So
Yep.
always make sure to stay above water with that.
Yep. And I'm sure your pops has told you too, right? Like, money's coming, and it seems like it's always coming, right? And then at some time, eventually,
It's
it's gonna
gonna stop.
Yeah, it's gonna stop. You don't know, and hopefully for you, it's another 15 years. You know what I'm saying? But it's always good to at least have some sort of habits to be like, cool, I'm stacking some stuff away, always keeping it, and that way you're always good no matter what. So
Facts. And then I'm a person that likes a lot of clothes and stuff.
okay,
like
that's what I was
that.
just gonna ask. That's
So-
the next question.
So sometimes it be like kind of like hard, like man, I could do it, but I gotta go somewhere else to do it. Like
Yeah.
I gotta go into another account to do it. But
Yeah.
so sometimes it just be like kind of hard for me. So I try to hold myself to like going shopping, like, or order stuff online like twice, 3-4 times a month,
Yeah, there you go.
instead of doing it every single
Every
day.
day.
So what I started doing was like every Sunday.
Yeah,
Every
nice.
Sunday buy like 2 or 3 pieces, and
That's
it'll,
good.
it'll help me out.
And then, hey, that helps with cash flow too, because that way you can plan for it. You can be like, all right, cool, I can save this, and then I got this for Sunday every
The
week.
whole week I'm not spending nothing,
Yeah.
like not going to no expensive restaurant, anything
Nice.
like that.
Yeah. I see you got tattoos too. You spend money on tattoos? Let's go.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, a little money on tattoo.
Anything crazy meaning on the tattoo stuff? I'm big on tattoos, obviously, and mine all tell a story, right? And they all, I can tell you where I was at, where I got every tattoo, that kind
Facts.
of stuff. So, like, what anything with yours that have any crazy meaning?
So this one is the city of New Orleans.
Okay, nice.
Then the
West
West Bank, everybody thinks it stands for Warner Bros., but it stands for the West
Okay,
Bank.
yeah,
Then I got the 504.
I love it.
That mean a lot to me. Then
Yeah.
this one, like my friend group is like it's 5 of us. We say 4 here, but it's 5 of us.
Nice.
And we all locked in. This is probably my newest one, my favorite one.
That's good art right there. I love that. Yeah, what is that?
A picture of me walking out from the Florida game.
Oh, damn, I didn't even see that. That's hard, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to get a picture of that into that. That's pimp.
Yeah, that's probably one.
That's awesome.
Then I
dude.
have another one right here.
Yeah.
Just a little cards logo
Ah, let's go.
saying the world is yours.
Yeah.
With the
I love it,
cards
bro.
giving to the world. But
Yeah.
yeah, besides that though, I feel all of them have meaning to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And I really think, everything is in the right way. Kind of wanna finish this on, but I'm gonna have to wait till
Yeah.
after the season.
There you go.
probably.
Yeah, to me, tattoos speak a lot. It's like art. You see, obviously, I like art and stuff like that. And to me, art is so subjective. So that's why I like it's, seeing what people put on their body. I think, you're using your body as a canvas, telling a story and things like that are really interesting to me. I love that
Facts.
shit.
Gotta
Yeah.
ask you one question though. Did
Yeah.
the leg tattoo hurt?
No, it wasn't bad,
It
actually.
wasn't
Yeah.
bad. Even the one on the shin over there.
The side actually was way easier. I'm actually more nervous about this. The shin wasn't great. I didn't feel great. Yeah, on the inside was all right, but the outside was cake. That was easy. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, it
do
wasn't-
you use numbing cream?
I haven't. My tattoo artist won't let me, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's
One time I
fire.
brought it to him. I'm like, bro, I got this on Amazon. He goes, pussy, he ain't using that. And I was like, fuck you, Chris. This dude, he's sick, man. I'm telling you, he's got like a little he likes digging in. He's like, bro, this lines are gonna look so good. And I'm like, fuck you.
Facts. I know that feeling.
Yeah. All right. So what else are we gonna talk about this year? Right. This year coming up. This is obviously, everybody wants. You're getting ready for your season. This is a big year. This is your senior year. Do we have any? There was some stuff, right, with the LSU football video. Can you talk a little bit about the number change? Is that in the mix at all? Is that a possibility? You were a big leader last year.
Man, what's crazy? You talk about like hella people in my mentions on Twitter.
I bet. Yeah.
like,
they told me about the
is this
video.
man, I don't think so.
No?
I think that
All
was
right.
for the little Garth Brooks guy.
Okay.
But we'll see.
So they really just wait to the last minute to tell you that, and it's like that's dope though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they wait to the last.
That's good though. I think that's
Yeah.
good. It makes you guys want it more and stuff like that. But is that, coming in, especially, not coming to LSU, transferring in, and then being able to be even in the mix, that people are thinking that way on social media and things like that you could be that guy. How's that feel for you?
It's an honor. It's a grateful for it. Just to
Yeah.
even be in that position, huge privilege. But whatever happens, happens.
Absolutely.
That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to rock out either way.
Absolutely. Yeah. Who were some of the guys that you used to look up to when you were coming up and, wanted to play in college football?
Tyrann Matthew.
Let's go, of course, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I wasn't even playing football at the time. Still used to watch his highlights like every day. But it's just so crazy because, like, he was, like, such a dog. Like,
Yeah, he was.
Like, he really cemented, like,
Yes.
everything. Like, and then, like, imagine if he played one more year.
I know.
It would have been crazy.
Yep.
Like,
I'm excited. We got a little content thing that we're doing with the collectibles and stuff where we work with professional athletes. And I'm hoping, because my boy Brad Wing, I don't know if you know that.
Oh, yeah,
name.
the punter.
Yep. He's tight with Tyrann, so we're going to hopefully pull up on him. As he gets older, dude, I feel like he's like spitting this wisdom that's crazy.
Facts.
So I'm excited to sit down with him and hear his journey, right? Because the way he left LSU was a little, shaky, but obviously he's matured into this, leader
Right.
and that kind of stuff. And the way that he talks about and influences younger generations is really exciting to me.
Yeah, it's
so,
fire. You know, that obstacle he overcame. You know what I'm saying? Get kicked off the team and all that. And now look at him, like $100 million man.
Exactly. And making the right decisions, giving
Right.
back to the school and everything too. So that's why I'm like, I want to hear all this perspective and the things that he's learned and all that
Like
stuff.
how you
and
got
everything.
through all of
Yep.
it and stuff like that.
Well, I want to talk about too. I saw on your Instagram, I was looking through some stuff. Your backpack giveaway, bro. I thought that was pretty tight. So talk to me a little bit how you're affecting the community. You're using your platform for good and trying to affect another generation.
Man, it was fire, you know what I'm saying? Had the news people show up, everybody from New Orleans. It was, but I felt like I had to do that. You know, having a face at LSU, and obviously in New Orleans it's kind of hard for a lot of people to have to get opportunities and stuff like that. So I felt like I had to do it, and also like not everything just about like sports. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you need your education first before anything. Because, without that, you can't do anything in life. People going to be able to walk all over you. So just, talking to those kids, every kid that came into, I talked to them personally. Like, let them know, like, man, it's your world.
Yeah.
Just take advantage of it each and every day.
That's dope. Who set that up for you? Was that something you wanted to do? Is somebody help you and assist you with that?
It's something that I wanted to do. Then my trainer back home, I had it at his spot.
Yeah.
Because, he was training. He trains all the young kids. So it helped me out with that, and we took off with it.
Man, that's awesome. I love that because that's what it is, right? Kids look up to you just like you looked up to kids like that, and you showing them a way and showing them that this getting an education is cool, right? That sometimes you never know what kind of effect that you leave on one kid. Maybe this kid loves school and he was nervous about it. Maybe he felt weird that he was getting good grades and stuff like that, and maybe you made it cool because you gave him a backpack, and that kid's gonna go on and impact generations. You never know,
right?
But that's the kind of stuff that I think people in your shoes and are doing great things, man. So make sure you always do that as you continue to climb. Like, that's a huge thing.
Most definitely, yeah. I want to do one every year. I want to have I don't know if time gonna be permitted. I want to do like a turkey giveaway too,
That'd be
just to reach out to like the older audience as well.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need any help with it, man, like I'm serious. Like I'll open up any door you need. To me, that's really important and impactful. And when I was here at LSU, I was big on community service, but I think I could have even done more too. Just kind of knowing where, reflecting back on and being older age. So I always want to make sure that I make myself available for you guys and at your age and all that stuff. So if you guys ever need the space, you want to use the space, you want to have an autograph signing, you want to do whatever, you just let me know and we'll make it work. Especially when we get into a bigger space and stuff.
Most definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, any football X's and O's questions you got? Joe's a big college football guy, so I know he wants to ask a question or two, I'm sure.
Yeah, a couple things. We kind of breezed past it earlier with the whole number change thing and the possibilities. There's two potential numbers that are historical and in honor to wear at LSU. That's obviously 7 and 18. The video you, Anthony, were talking about, it had Garth Brooks wearing the 7 jersey, and I think people took that as Brooks wearing 7. At the end of the day, it's just a number, but it is an honor. If you take yourself out of the equation, if you had to award that number to 2 of your teammates, who would that be?
2 of them? It'll probably be the same thing everybody else saying.
7 and 18. I mean,
2 people on the team?
Who would they be?
Yeah.
Are you saying take himself out of it?
Take yourself out of it.
Yeah.
Who would wear 18 and who would wear 7 if you were giving them out?
Okay, for 7, I say what everybody else saying, the Perk and Malik.
Yeah.
Who?
Harold Perk and Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
18, I'll probably have to go Makai Wingo.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good dude right there. So I'll probably go Makai Wingo for 18.
He's just a good leader in the locker room.
Does everything right. He's there at the facility all day.
Yeah.
That's a guy that you would want in that number that's going to represent it the right way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Is there a difference between 18 and 7, and why they give out certain numbers, is it position-wise, that kind of stuff, skill?
18 is more of like, man, like real deal leader, like
Gotcha. Overall
everything,
leadership.
doing everything right
Yeah.
from off the field, on the field. 7 more of like a football aspect. of it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And what Coach Kelly embraces like more of a character thing too.
Yeah.
Where, you got to be a good person,
Yeah.
just to even have the honor to wear that. But 18, I definitely think Makai Wingo with that.
So 18 is the football equivalent to what baseball does with 8.
8. Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. That's what I kind of figure. You brought up Coach Kelly, and he's deflecting all the noise that it's his second year. But Jay Johnson, Kim Mulkey, a couple coaches have won national championships. Where you guys sit and how you guys feel? I know the team's got probably a different thing than he's putting out there, but
I think we're going to be great, man. You know what I'm saying? Our whole mindset is different from last year. It's like really a national championship. And honestly and truly, it's all on us.
yeah.
Like, he don't have to go out there and play.
Right.
We got to go out
Yep.
there. All he does is X's and O's.
Yeah,
We still got to go execute it. So
Exactly.
I feel like everything's on us, player-led team. So I feel like everything on us. And if we accomplish everything that we want to and do everything right each and every day, and, I don't think nobody can stop us.
I'm so excited for this year. I really am. I was fortunate enough. I met Jaden. I was just up in Chicago. He was doing an autograph signing. We were at the same place. Dude put on probably 10, 15 pounds too. Dude's a man. Like, he is a man. I was like, all right, here we go. So I don't know, man. I'm just excited about it. I'm excited to see this year, this team and everything. There's a lot of good energy around LSU sports. So yeah. Anything else, Joe? You want to ask him anything else?
Yeah. So I know you're not really supposed to circle games on the schedule. You go one game at a time. But is there one that you would, given the opportunity?
The first game.
He's like, just get me out there on the field, baby.
get that
That's
one
it.
back.
Yeah.
The first game. And not only just because of the team that we're playing, but it's a Sunday night game, the only game on TV.
That's it, yeah.
You're in the spotlight. Like, who couldn't, ask for more?
It's Orlando, right? It's a neutral against Florida
Yes,
State.
in Orlando. So it's like it's a huge opportunity for not only the team but for yourself to like put your name out there.
Yes.
Okay. Only everybody gonna watch it.
100%.
On ESPN,
Everybody's
ABC.
yep.
Man, click it through it's football.
Yep.
You gonna watch it. There ain't no NFL game
Yep.
on, so it's a huge opportunity for not only the team but for yourself. So I feel like that's one game that's pinned in, and then obviously, like you said, next week gonna be pinned too. But, but if I had to, it'd be the first one.
We play Arkansas this year?
Yep,
Yeah,
fourth game of the year.
Okay, let's go. Is it at Arkansas or here?
It's here. Last year was at Arkansas.
Oh, how was that?
Man, it was funny, man. Me and my teammate that transferred there, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they booed us. I remember I made a tackle one time. They booed us.
Did it?
Was like,
oh my God. Was that one of your first times like getting booed like that?
That was the first time. Because usually defensive players don't really get booed.
No, I know, yeah, exactly.
They don't really get the spotlight like
Yeah.
that, man. But
That give you a little chip on your shoulder?
Yeah,
like,
it was funny.
Yeah.
I started laughing.
Exactly.
Because it was in the middle of a play. I started laughing.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, that's the only way.
It was
That's funny. You want to hear something? Fans are crazy, man. They really are. When I played with the Red Sox, I pitched a game. I did really well against the Tampa Bay Rays. I pitched 5 days later, and it was my birthday. So I pitched 7 innings, walk off the field, standing ovation. Same stadium. 5 days later, on my birthday, it's up on the board before the game. I pitched 2 terrible innings, got fucking shelled, get booed. Everybody, worst player ever, blah, blah, blah. Twitter, they're ruthless. 5 days later, that's the way they go. It's so
Man,
great.
they hate you. They love you 1 second, the next second they hate you.
That's the beauty of
But
sports,
It
though.
come with it, though.
Yeah,
that's all
it.
with it.
That's why we play. That's it.
Facts.
Man, this was good. This was a fun episode. I like it. You want to leave anything else? You want where everybody can find you? Anything that you want people to know about you before we let you get out of here?
Man, we just follow me on Instagram, Twitter, both the gbrooks5_. And one last thing, just be where your feet are. That's all I gotta say. Just be where your feet are. Give it 100%. Wherever your feet are, that's where your head gotta be at. So.
Bro, I love that. Let's go. I'm serious. Like, mindset is everything. That's huge. So that's something that I wish I had some perspective about when I was playing, especially going through the minor leagues and trying to get to the major leagues. Be where your feet at.
So I can ask you something. How long did it take you to get from the minors to the majors?
It took me actually, and I was a first round pick, so I was supposed to get there quicker, and I had some injuries and shit. It took me 3 years to get there. So
3 years.
it
So
was a
what is
battle.
the average for like a first round? Like, so what is the average gonna be for
Nowadays,
Skeens and Cruz?
well, nowadays they'll be there next year. Like,
Next
they'll be
year.
up there. Skeens might be pitching this year up there. Like, he's that
crazy.
good. I wasn't that good. I didn't have. I was more drafted on potential, right? Like, oh, this dude in 4 or 5 years is going to be a dude. Skeens is like that dude right now. So there's a little difference on guys, and also the game has changed. When I was playing, it was like the average age of a rookie was 25. Now it's like 22. So it's just like
Yeah,
dudes get up quicker,
yeah.
and that's the way it should be. It
Yeah.
should be that way. So
Man, that national championship game had some dudes on the field from Florida and from LSU.
it was crazy.
Florida has like one that's not even wasn't draft eligible yet. That's
Yeah,
like
and he was one of the best players. He was the
I think
third
he hit like
one. Yeah.
30 home runs.
Yeah, and he pitched too. He's like that Otani dude
Mm-hmm.
that hits the homers and pitches and shit. Yeah, it's crazy. But for LSU to have number 1 and number 2, that's never happened ever
Yeah,
in
that's
sport.
crazy.
That's crazy.
But-
and they're that good too, both of them.
Yeah, Paul Skeens really sent like he seeming to himself like, yeah, I'm the number 1 pick.
Yeah, dude, and it's crazy because before the year, if you said that anybody else was in the mix other than Dylan Cruz
Right.
as a number 1, you'd be like, nah, like you're crazy. And then for this dude to come up there and be that solidified as
Right.
like, there's no, he's the
Yeah,
dude.
that's fire. Didn't they have somebody else go in the first round? Or was somebody that was coming here?
Yeah,
that went in the first round.
Yeah, they had a couple guys. Yeah, they had a guy that was picked number 10
Mm.
or number 8 or something like that was coming here too.
Well, and Grant Taylor went in the first round as well, but he didn't play this year. He was hurt.
And Ty Floyd. So their number 1 and number 2 pitcher went in the first round. Their guy that was supposed to be their number 2 or number 3 pitcher got drafted and he didn't even pitch this year in the first round. And then they had a catcher that was supposed to come to LSU that was drafted 8th overall at a high school. So it's like, that's crazy. Like Jay Johnson was winning the draft. Like he was killing it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like he was like, they called him there to be at the draft because it was just like he was clearly one of the main names and shit. So
Didn't they like break the record? Not break the record for the highest like signing bonus ever.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I think for number 1 and number 2 picks, like they
Yeah,
broke
that's
both
crazy.
records. Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
fire.
9.
Kudos
Think about
to
that
them.
too. Both guys got $9 million.
Right.
Woo.
Off the bat.
Just guaranteed.
Off the bat.
Just
Go
right
play-
away.
Swing a baseball.
That's it. Just sign your name.
Yeah, that's
Write your
crazy.
name down on a piece of paper.
Yeah, that's
Good for
fire
them.
though. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fire.
Your time's coming. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
coming,
one
baby.
day at a
That's it.
time.
One day at a time. That's it.
Well,
One
and
day at a time.
That's what you said. Be where your feet are.
That's
like,
it.
This is the draft year. This is the one.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
But before you wrap it up,
Yeah.
whenever Javian was on the show a couple weeks ago, we asked Javian Toviano. I asked him, just about his mindset coming into as a freshman coming into the defensive backfield at LSU. I mean, this is DBU. I know but before last year we had 2 even seasons, but coming back up. The defensive line with guys like Mason Smith, Nakai Wingo, you bring in Ovia Gofu. And then in the linebacker room, you have Harold Perkins and Omar Spates at Oregon State. Like, you got dudes in that front 7. The question on the national scale is, how's the defensive backfield going to look as a leader in that room? How do you feel? How do you feel about it? Are you as confident as that defensive backfield is just as good as that front 7?
Most definitely, you know what I'm saying? I'll be wrong if I say I wasn't as confident. But I feel like, this season's going to show everything. Like, we've been working, we've been watching film, everything together now. We're all coming together as one. Obviously, people going to have what they say, well, with questions mark, all these transfers, young guys. But, man, I think we're going to be great. All these young guys can ball, these transfers can ball. So I think everything's going to be smooth within our defensive backfield.
Love it.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, and I'm not blowing smoke. Just even Javen sitting here, you sitting here, the energy that these dudes have, like it's like, yeah, we're gonna do it. Even like Dylan, right, and Skeens, they were both on my podcast this year, and it was just sitting here. You're just like, bro, they're just so confident and not arrogant, not cocky. They're just like, we know what we're gonna do. We've been putting in the work and that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, man, this is fun. So, man, this is gonna be a good year. I'm excited.
Most definitely. Got to believe in us.
Yep.
You don't believe in yourself, you ain't going to never get it done.
Facts. But and that's what I'm saying is, but it seems like I said, y'all are, how old are you?
21.
21. There's a fake arrogance, and a fake confidence and stuff like that. And I've been around it a lot. I've been around a lot of athletes in my life, and I'm like, just sitting here with you guys, I'm like, this is different. It's
Right.
cool. So that's why it makes me feel good to watch the season and be like, watch this shit unfold and everything. So
Facts, yeah. Each and every week, I'm like,
Yep.
damn, okay.
Yep. And it'll be fun to
Made
look back on
everything they
these and,
said.
and be able to see, like, literally when Skeens and Cruz, like, we used clips that we were talking about in the middle of the season, and things like that. But it was fun to hear them say that and then carry that at the highest points of the season and then obviously on to win the national championship.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah.
That was
It'll be
fire.
a great year. Let's go. Love LSU sports. It's going to be a good thing. Greg, man, really, I appreciate it. Go enjoy your off day. Get out of here. Get ready for camp. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.